Good. Today I just wanted to say hi. I realize a lot of you don't know me or my story, so I wanted to share that with you, even if the algorithm doesn't really care about that at all. So my name is Chris. If you've been on the channel for any more than 2 seconds, then you probably realize that. I grew up on Long Island. I was born and raised in New York. When I was in high school, I got really into photography and videography, mainly because of skateboarding and hanging out with my friends. I was never really good at staying on my skateboard, but I was always the one documenting everything. So I had a lot of fun doing that. I've done a ton of things since then, things that have nothing to do with photo or video. I actually went to Bible college in Boston. I also lived in DC for a short time. I traveled and I got to see some really cool places around the world. I worked at the Apple Store for a few years. I got married. I led and I taught a youth group in Massachusetts. And all along the way, I made some really good friends. In 2018, my wife and I moved down here to the Dallas area to be closer to our family and to start our own. Since moving here, I've been able to work in the video world. I love it. It's a huge blessing. No matter what I was doing for work or where I was at in life, there were always two things that I knew to be true about myself. The first thing is that I always had a love for documenting things. Ever since I was that kid, filming my friends skateboarding and us, hurting ourselves and getting into trouble. Whether it was photo or video, I just always loved documenting. And yeah, I loved making things look good. I like the aesthetic. I like composition. I do like knowing the technical stuff, but for me, it was more about capturing the moments and being able to relive the story. This might sound kind of funny, but to me, it was like a form of time travel almost. Side note, I'm super into nerdy time travel, sci-fi stuff. And the second thing that's always been true about me is that I have always loved sharing what I know and what I understand with someone else who's trying to understand that same thing. What I mean is I always loved helping people figure out the things that I've already figured out. I don't necessarily call that teaching per se. I guess that kind of is what teaching is. I'm thinking of something just a little different, more like a mentorship or apprenticeship. I just really love trying to figure out a way to explain things in a way that someone else can understand it easily. And for me, it's not just about knowing a thing and being able to recite it. It's about really understanding how something works and how it might change in certain situations. And that's why I started this whole channel. It's really just to help people understand photography better, something that I love better, and just to share what I know with all of you. Whether that be a tutorial or a quick explanation video, sharing a piece of gear with you that I've really enjoyed using, or even if it's just taking a walk with me in the city and seeing how I get shots. So if that sounds like something you're into, then subscribe now and hang out with me once or twice a week, and hopefully we'll have some fun along the way. Thanks for listening to me talk about myself for a little bit. If you made it all the way here, leave a fist emoji in the comments as a virtual pound it. I appreciate all of you. Now go out there and make something good. What do you want? You're in my shot. You're still in my shot.